Load calcs are usually done before an install, but sometimes you might need one after the fact. If you find yourself needing a commercial load calc in a hurry, this video is for you.
Today we're looking at a job where this was the case. An electrician added an AC to an office building, confident that there was enough capacity. But when the inspector showed up on site, he was not convinced. The inspector wanted to see a completed load calc right away, and an inspection failure would have been a major hassle.
In this video, we'll do a full commercial load calc from the Kopperfield mobile app and find out who was right. The NEC outlines the standard method for commercial load calcs in Article 220. For example, in NEC 2020, occupancy types are described in Table 220.12.
This is different from the residential calculation that often uses the simpler optional method. When doing a commercial calc, you'll want to make sure you specifically cover lighting loads, receptacle loads, HVAC and motor loads, cooking equipment, and fixed appliances, all with the appropriate NEC specified minimums.
This can get unwieldy, so we're going to use the Kopperfield mobile app to make this fast and simple. It'll do the math and apply demand factors automatically.
Electrical code requirements vary by region, so always check with your local AHJ to confirm that your work meets all local requirements when doing your own load calcs.
So let's dive in. The job was for an office in New York. The office already had a 3-ton heat pump on a 30-amp breaker with a 21-amp MCA. The office had a normal amount of receptacles and other loads.
The electrician was asked to add a second AC unit for the office, a 5-ton AC on a 60-amp breaker with a 45-amp MCA.
And all of this was on a 150-amp subpanel. The electrician was sure that it would be fine, but the inspector did not agree. He thought the load was too much and would push the panel over the limit. He asked for a load calc or he'd fail the inspection.
Let's recreate this project in the Kopperfield app. We'll open up the load calculator and set the load type to commercial.
Once we do that, a few new options appear. We'll leave the voltage here at 122/40, since that's what this office uses. If your building had a different service, we could select options like 208 single phase or 208Y 3-phase. The app supports all common voltages.
Next up is the NEC version. This matters because demand factors and rules change across code cycles. Since this inspector is working from NEC 2020, we'll select that.
Then we set the occupancy type to match this job. In this case, office.
Now we can go ahead and enter the address. This job is in Midtown Manhattan.
We'll start with the general lighting load. This office is 3,200 square feet, so we enter that here. The calculator automatically looks up the VA per square feet using the occupancy type and calculates the lighting load. And in this case, it's just over 4,100 VA.
Next, we'll do the receptacle load. In this office, we've got around 70 outlet boxes. That's roughly one for every 50 square feet, which is pretty typical. They also have one quad receptacle box. The NEC specifies VA per receptacle, so you want 4 here. If you accidentally put in 1, the tool will show a message to ask if that's what you really want to correct it.
In the HVAC section, we've got the 3-ton heat pump at 21 amps and the new 5-ton unit at 45 amps. So we'll enter 240 volts and 21 amps, and the tool will calculate the VA value. Since this one does heating and cooling, we'll add it in both sections. The calculator will automatically determine both the heating and cooling load and use the larger of the two. Now, we put in 240 and 45 amps for the second unit, and we don't need to change the multiplier because these are MCA values, and the manufacturer has already factored in continuous usage.
This office doesn't have any cooking equipment or other lighting load, but it does have a vending machine. We'll enter this in the other loads and motor section. The vending machine uses 120 volts and is 8 amps. We'll include a 125% multiplier for continuous load.
In the final calculation section, we'll enter the existing service size for the project, 150 amps. The inspector's hunch that load might be too high wasn't far off, but the total load comes out to 147 amps.
So the inspector was close, but the electrician was right. The system is under the limit.
From the app, the electrician emailed the PDF to the inspector, and it clearly showed each input the NEC logic and included the final adjusted load, and they passed the inspection.
That PDF is also useful for attaching to permit applications, proposals, or to archive for future service calls. Having a paper trail is one more way to build trust with inspectors and customers alike.
Our load calculator handles all the NEC logic for you, so you can move fast, stay code compliant, and generate a clear professional output that shows your work.
Even for seasoned electricians, a quick load calc can make all the difference, especially when the inspector's on site and time is tight.
Whether it's a commercial upgrade like this one or a new installation, a proper load calc gives you confidence, keeps your project on track, and it shows the inspector that you've done it by the book.
You can try our residential load calculator for free at kopperfield.com. Our commercial calculator isn't included in the free version, but we're always available to answer questions and help you get started.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe to get the latest walkthroughs and electrical tips from the team at Kopperfield.